What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Throwback Thursday edited 4K action figure review on the Toybiz Not Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2 Movies Superposable Spider-Man 6-inch figure. Try and get your brand new Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And while you're down there, please don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. And this was a figure that I actually acquired fairly recently in my collecting. I think about 4-5 years ago, something like that. I was looking all over for that billboard base, and I was not able to find it. I know I have it around here somewhere, checked through some bins, and I was just not able to find it. So forgive me, but hey, I'm showing off the figure in package over here with the base, but I do have the figure itself, and it looks awesome. I gotta say, Toybiz did a great job with these movie figures. Now, there are some things here that are a little bit outdated. Just for a little comparison, showing off the Sam Raimi head sculpts right here, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man head sculpts. You could see the magnetic hand superposable version right here next to just the regular superposable version. Then this guy actually came out in a Spider-Man 3 Hasbro Marvel Legends wave, the Sandman Build-A-Figure wave. So that has slightly lighter colored plastic if you want to get that one. Both of these are very high in price nowadays, I know. But yeah, you can see that I do have a little bit of silver paint coming off the cobwebbing pattern right over there on the top of the head. But I do like how it's applied for the most part. I think that's just wear from, having it for so long. But they did a really good job of getting that gunmetal gray color over all those cobwebbing sculpts, you know what I mean? It looks really good. Now, the neck over here, as my voice cracks, but yeah, the neck over here, you can see the hinge right there on the inside. There's also another hinge right over there. And then there's looking at the big old spider logo. Really good looking silver gunmetal gray paint over the red, though. I think it came out looking really awesome. One thing that's a little finicky about the figure, or a little bit, I did get these finger joints loose. He has individual finger articulation except for the thumb. When you do get him in thwipping poses, it always kind of looks weird, though, because these fingers are just always going to be curled up instead of being flattened out. So that's a little nitpick, but really, this thing is pretty awesome. You get butterfly joints moving vertically and forward and back right there, so that's dope. I'll get into the articulation more a little bit, and you can see some paint changing right over there and right over there. So, again, it is a bit of an older figure, but I love the texturing throughout the blue portions of the suit right here. The spider logo on the back looks great. They kept it, in all the joints and everything. You can see blue paint coming off. The figure is about 20 years old, man. And as you guys may have heard in my interview with the Hasbro team, they didn't verify it, but by the looks on their faces, I'm fairly certain we're going to see a Sam Raimi Spider-Man wave from Hasbro Marvel Legends in the year 2022. I don't know. That's just my speculation. But yeah, dude, this thing looks awesome. Let's move on to the articulation. Now, he does have peg holes at the bottom of his feet. I did not mention that. The head turns side to side along with that neck joint right there, and he will look up all the way, which is awesome. And you can make him look downward that much, and he does not have a forward and back like a pile driver, and he does not have any neck pivoting. So with both the head and neck joints, no head pivoting. As I demonstrated earlier, you get a forward and back butterfly joint right there, and you also get an armpit joint that allows it to swing outward, so that's awesome. You also get the shoulder joint hinge right over here, and you can see the paint coming off. You get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, forearm rotation, then the hands hinge up and down. You get the individual finger articulation. You have a diaphragm joint that turns side to side. It does not pivot at the diaphragm, though. It can shift forward a little bit at the diaphragm joint and back a little bit more so. You also get a waist crunch right here, which is, this is just very similar to the superposable or the retro card Spider-Man that we just got. However, this is just not working out nearly as well. Really bulky right over here at the bottom portion right there. But yeah, the waist joint will move back. You also get waist swivel, though, and then you get the T-joints, so you can move the legs outward, and without rotating things around, he'll kick forward that much, back, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, boot rotation, ankles move down, they move up. He has a little tiny bit of ankle pivot and toe articulation. Now, to measure out the height of this older Spider-Man figure, you can see that he is standing right under the 6.5 inch mark, and compare him to the magnetic hand Spidey figure. Oh man, the paint is so much more faded on this one. Yeah, but yeah, you can see they're more or less at about the same height right there, so not too much of a height difference. And then here's a Far From Home Spidey with no hands. So I just wanted to show that off right there. I also have the retro card Spider-Man figure that came out just, I don't know, about a month or two ago. So you could see that's standing a bit taller than this older movie figure. But then here's the super Poseable Spider-Man 2 Tobey Maguire Spider-Man next to the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. And I have heard rumors online about there being a reprise of Andrew Garfield playing Spider-Man as a multiverse Spidey somehow in the future, or in the past, coming to the future or something like that. I don't really know the details of it, but yeah, if they had Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield or both come back into the MCU somehow as Spider-Man, oh, that would be so sick. I'm so down. Did want to show those off side by side right there. And then here's Mary Jane. Oh man, it would be dope if we got, redone version of the Kirsten Dunst Mary Jane. That would be really cool. And then I had to show this off next to the movie Venom figure. And yeah, I do have another Venom figure review coming up this weekend, so stay tuned for that. It will be on a custom Venom figure. Yeah, stay tuned, stay tuned. And then here it is next to the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. Hey, he's still a little bit taller. Yeah, so anyway, I gotta say this is an awesome figure, man. I really like it a lot. I see that it's going for a lot of money on eBay though, and I don't know if I would be willing to pay like $100 or something like that, right? It costs a lot of money in the aftermarket, and there's so many cool new figures coming out that I don't know if I could justify, spending a ton of money on this figure. I really like it a lot, and if I had to get a superposable Sam Raimi Spider-Man figure now, I would probably drop around like 40 to $50 maybe, especially because the figure is about 10 years old. So you're going to have to expect to just pay a bit more when you're like 20 years late on a figure, dude. I want to say 10 years old, but it's closer to 20 years old than 10 years old because, this figure came out around 2003. So, yeah, it's definitely closer to 20 years old, man. But I really like this figure a lot, and I hope you guys liked this video. I'm giving it a sud rating of so awesome, because really this is an awesome figure, and this is really has a lot of stuff going on here that we don't really see nowadays, like the toe articulation. When was the last time you had a Spider-Man figure with toe articulation that wasn't a hella expensive import? So the fact that you get all this stuff over here with the articulation and the nice detailed sculpt, I always thought this figure is awesome. Has a little bit of its shortcomings, of course. Most of that's due to the age, but really it's a fantastic figure, and I want to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below. And then if you want to follow me on social media, check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Stardust, and I will catch you guys later. Peace. Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face.